I'm Jeff Slakey. Happy to have in studio with me this morning Christina Fremont for the Mason Transit Authority as we talk transit this time every week. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Jeff.
You can find Mason Transit online at masontransit.org, also on the social media, mason.transit for Facebook, and just Mason Transit, all one word there on the Twitter.
That's right.
How is that social media outreach going? People engaging?
It's going okay. With Facebook, it's interesting learning that, if you don't pay as a business, and we're considered a business account,
sure.
If you don't pay to boost your posts, it's about only 2% of your posts actually get seen.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, so I've been kind of looking at that and studying that for the last few months, and it's a true statistic. So it's interesting the difference in how Facebook works for a business versus personal, but it's great. We're still getting information out there. Like I've said before, Facebook is really just sharing stories in the community and linking how transit might tie in with those stories. Twitter is the service alert. So you'll notice today I posted about the spooktacular event on Monday. Could I be a radio announcer? Maybe?
If you want. You can start at 6 tomorrow morning if you want.
Oh, no, I'm done. You can fire me already.
So, Spooktacular is Monday. Monday's Halloween.
Yep.
So, what does that mean?
So, the Shelton Downtown Merchants are the folks who are putting that event on.
Yeah.
And they recruited downtown businesses and asked us to participate, or anybody could that was downtown. And they're doing a bunch of really neat stuff for the community and for folks with kids that want to go out and do stuff. They're businesses that have a sign in the window that say we're handing out candy. The kids can go, and not just kids, if adults want to trick or treat too. And we're participating, and so we'll be handing out candy
at the Transit Community
Center? At the Transit Community Center, and then I believe the movie theater is going to be doing a free showing of Hocus Pocus.
You like that movie?
Yes, I love that.
It's a classic.
Come on. It is a classic, and I do love it. So they'll be showing that at 4, and that's right next door to us. So, of course, you can go watch the movie. But before you go watch the movie, come get some candy from us and say hi.
Can't take the candy into the movie theater, though, probably.
Well, you can eat it all in line on your way in.
That's a good idea. How long does are there buses up and down Railroad on a weeknight?
So that's a main arterial, and so I would say, let's see, Route 5, Route 7. They start at 6 in the morning and go until about 8:30 at night.
Okay, so there will be bus traffic, too, up and down Railroad during this, so just kind of be advised. And make sure these kids aren't running in and out of the street.
Right, and our drivers are aware of that, and, safety is always our number one concern, and so they're very cautious in the downtown area. By the transit center, they're used to lots of people kind of milling about and maybe not always necessarily using a designated crosswalk, so they'll be aware.
I was behind I was behind a city bus, and I was behind a school bus, not at the same time, but they encourage kids to cross in front of school buses,
right? But
you don't cross in front of city buses,
right?
What's up with that?
Well, with a school bus, as you know, when you get, maybe, I don't know, do you remember that far back, Jeff? Okay. So when you get off the bus, they have this arm that swings out and stops traffic, and there's laws regarding the yellow flashing lights, and traffic needs to stop for the safety of the kids to be able to cross, and so the bus driver can keep an eye on them as they cross and make sure they get across safely. Well, when you're on city buses, we don't have that. We don't have an arm that comes out and stops traffic. There's no law that says with the yellow flashing lights that a car has to stop for a bus. Lots of times if somebody's impatient, and I have been guilty of that in the past before working for public transit, knowing what drivers have to go through, but they'll zoom past a bus to keep going. Yeah. And so when you're thinking about the safety of a passenger getting off the bus and they want to cross the street, let's say there's a crosswalk close in front of the bus, but the bus hasn't left yet, they're really risking getting run over, especially if a car is trying to pass the bus, because they don't see what's in front of the bus until it's probably too late. And so we're always encouraging folks to recognize that and wait till the bus leaves or cross behind the bus is really the safest thing. And we do outreach with kids. When we have kids come do tours of Mason Transit, we'll have folks from schools around here bring students, and we'll do a tour and we'll sit on the bus. And so we talk to kids about that and the difference between a yellow school bus and the city bus, so that hopefully as they get older, because it's usually about 6-7-year-old kids, they'll recognize that.
I'm on your rider alerts page at masontransit.org/rider alerts, just looking at 3 dates in November with reduced or no service: Veterans Day, Thanksgiving, and the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's our November holiday schedule is what you're looking at. And there was an error for those who are riders and who look at our transit guidebook and schedule book. In there in the front, it said that we were going to do full service on those days, and that's actually incorrect. So I'm really glad that you brought that up, Jeff. Thank you. On Friday, November 11th, which is Veterans Day, in observance of that day, we have a reduced schedule. And what that means is it's a Saturday schedule. And so while there is service, it's reduced, and you know what times buses are running by looking at their Saturday schedule. And then on Thanksgiving Day, we're closed. The offices are closed. There's no services available. And then the day after Thanksgiving, it's the same as Veterans Day, where it's a reduced service on a Saturday schedule.
You can find more information and these rider alerts, again, as I mentioned, on masontransit.org, on facebook.com/mason.transit, or on twitter.com/masontransit. We also link to these interviews as well on the Daybreak page. Christina Fremont from Mason Transit Authority, thanks for coming on with me this morning. Nice to talk with you.